Hey guys, Crackerjack here. Today we're going to be looking at some of the possible future updates that might be coming to Dusty Trip. We're just basically going to be looking after the update log, so let's get looking into it. Okay, so first we have Jenelles Apology. This is the owner of the game actually. This day actually there was a huge riot on 420 on April 20th, and everybody was spamming that this game is pay to win because they added all the new cars and everybody was really mad. So Jenelles says, "It looks like we messed up. It's my fault, my responsibility. Don't hate on the dev team, please. We hear the community. Keep raging. If we do something wrong, we need to hear it. Next week we will do better. We will cook for the free to play and go light on the pay to win. I deserve the hate. I didn't mean to let you guys down. Sorry guys, Jenelles." So that's his apology right there. I don't want to give my statement on it because, well, I don't want to get too controversial with it, but that's what he said. Let's keep going down. Okay, so next, Jenelles says, the same day, the new biome update will redeem us. So it seems like there's a new biome being updated. I don't know what it's going to be. It could be a jungle. It could be a jungle. It's probably going to be something grassy. I don't know what it could possibly be. And it seems like here one of the other developers, Perth, mentioned that the meters going backwards glitch has actually been patched, which has been an issue since the game came out. Sometimes if you went forwards and you kept going on the road, eventually the road would generate so far to the left or so far to the right that it would actually go backwards. So you would actually be going back towards spawn instead of going back towards, say, the next checkpoint. So the way they fixed that actually is instead of making the meters actually fixed, they made it so that at a certain stud or the meters in Roblox that the structures would actually spawn. So instead of the bridge always spawning when you get to 5,000 meters at the top, the bridge may spawn at 5,100 meters or 4,800 meters. Or sometimes with the canyon, sometimes that'll spawn at, say, 9,500 instead of 10,000, or maybe 10,100, something like that. So you won't have to worry about missing out on landmarks anymore, but your meters will still be a little bit glitched. Now the next developer here, Little Disquid, says, pushing fixes for paid cars despawning and lobbies not teleporting. So that seems to show that the cars at one point during the update were not spawning in for people, and I can confirm that. There was actually a small moment of time where the developers were giving out cards to people so long as they showed proof of payment, and I think that's pretty nice of them. I did not expect them to do that. So then Jenelles says, Dusty Trip experienced a civil war today, the pay to win and free to play. Remember this forever, guys. So then here's another really big update 2 days later from those other posts. Jenelles, the owner, once again asks, question for the community. I am thinking about adding a persistent inventory to the game. Some items you find in game can be picked up and stored in your inventory 10 slots. You can take these items between games. We will add a ton of new items to help you along your journey. You will be able to find very rare items and weapons to help you along your trips. Do you think this sounds like a good update, or is it too different to what Dusty Trip is right now? Now this I'll give my opinion on. I feel like if this game were to have an inventory system, it could not be to that extent. 10 slots is huge in this game. You could hold 10 AK-47s, which you could just bring across each game and never really have to use anything at the shop. You use your bottle caps or steal. You could literally just have 10 AKs with you at all times, or even 10 pieces of food so you'll never have to stop for food on some runs. But I think an inventory would be a good idea. I think 3 or 4 slots maximum, because 2 slots can be held for a gun and a food item, and 2 slots can be held for other items that you could use to maybe place down or use in a different way depending on what the new items are. And right below he actually says, we would add quests to the game to find rare items to unlock new cars / weapons and other items. By the way, it's not like storing engines and fuel, it's like storing weapons / goofy troll items to assist you in your trip. So I think quests in this game would actually be really fun. I think finding a landmark, something that spawns not so often, or maybe having an item spawn beforehand for a landmark that doesn't spawn very often would be amazing. And finding this item would allow you to give this to someone who will give you, say, guns or bottle caps in return. And I think that would actually be a really good idea. And I also do agree with the fact that you should not be able to store engines and fuel in your inventory. That would be way too overpowered. So now probably the biggest leak that Jenelles has done in the announcements channel is this picture right here. So this picture has multiple new cars. It seems to also have new car attachments. And if you look in the background, there's a lot of cars, and I'm not even sure what that blue screen is. But let's look forwards here. So we have what seems to be a small truck with a, I don't even know what this is called, but this is the stuff you see in like The Walking Dead or when they mow all the zombies down and stuff. And it looks really cool. It seems like you can attach this onto your car, and it's going to be able to run over the hobos much better than you would before. And it seems like you can put this on multiple cars because there's actually the default car just to the left over there, which has the front part thingy on the front of it, which is pretty cool. And if you look in the background, there seems to be another version of the van. I'm not even sure, but you can see the Exotica. You can see some other weird thing right there. There's a blue screen. There's a campfire. I'm pretty sure that's the rare event, but this is a really cool sneak peek into what Jenelles is making here. And this only looks like this only seems to be a 2-seater, which is a little bit unfortunate if you're trying to play with more than 2 people, but I still think that this is a cool idea. So now here's a video clip from the announcements channel that actually is going to show some of the leaks for another thing, which I'm very excited about. So as you can see here, actually, this developer is showing off something that's actually been in the game for a little bit. It's the skin system, and it seems like you can equip skins from here, and it's going to be a pretty cool concept in my opinion. Imagine being able to unlock skins with your bottle caps and then being able to show it off to your friends in game, especially if you have those super rare skins that you just saw there. Now, just by somebody clicked, it seems like there's only 3 different skins for 3 different vehicles. And is that crates? That might be crates to actually open them. But yeah, that is the video. That is the leak. It seems like skins are actually coming to the game, which is a very, very cool concept and will definitely be fun to mess around with. And finally, the last message from the developer from yesterday at 2:54 a.m. my time on April 23rd was that the UI is being reworked. So I'm pretty sure the UI simply means the sprint bar, the hunger bar, the meters, what else, the tutorial, all of that. I'm pretty sure that's all going to be reworked in the next update as well. That's what I wanted to show you. I just noticed that there were a lot of updates and I didn't even realize that they were all in this channel as much. So I was hoping that you guys could view my video and see these. If you're not in the Discord server, I could just show them to you right here. This is what's coming to the game, or what I think is coming to the game at least. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys. Goodbye.